Hi guys, I just got my October dollar bead box, and that's because they send it out based on when you order it, and I think I put my order in like on the 26th, so I get it the end of every month. So I am going to make a bracelet today. I am using their metallic matte mix that they send out usually, and this one had this one's a bronze iris, so there was actually some extra colors in there that they don't usually have. You can see the reds in there, so I pulled out most of the reds of that one. Then I will be using the check glass cherry flower beads and burnt copper, and these are some of my favorite beads ever, are these glass flower ones, the cherry flower ones, and these are 8mm, and we got 10 of those, and I'm using all 10 of them. Then I am using the big Remy Stop, the glass pillow bead, and it's a 12 by 15, and it's called Acid Etched Volcano, and I love it. See if I can get it to focus for you. There you go. I just actually love that one. Then I'm using all of my 6mm fire polish, and they are the chrysolite with copper, and I got 8 of those, so I'm using all of them. And then you can get that, and I think that's like $18, something like that. I can't remember the exact price. So you get that, and then you can order $8 more bag, and you get 8 additional check glass fire polish, and there are 3mm strands and 4mm strands. And out of that, I am using the olive vitriol pink 3mm strand as spacer beads. So I did pick one of my stainless steel toggles, and it's the rectangle one because I wanted to make sure I had enough length, because you know I had limited beads. So I used that, so we will do that. And I have it here, and you should be close enough, you should see it all. I'll take those out of the way as I slip them on. I'm going to start with a, is it 6 or 8mm? I can't remember, and I just told you these are 6mm, and I started with that because I wanted it to go over my extra piece from when I did my crimp. And then I'm gonna do a 3mm, then of the fire polish, then back to the pretty fire polish. There we go. And then I'm going to do another 3mm. They're just so cute. They make perfect spacers. Then I'm going to use some of that matte mix, and I'm putting on a triangle and then a cone, or a triangle. It is a cone. And then a cube. Then I'm putting on another 3mm. And then I'm putting on this really cool shape. I'm not sure what this shape is, but I do love it. It's one of my favorite shapes in the mix. And I know some people don't like this mix. They've had problems with it or something in the past. I have never had any issue, and I've used it a couple times now. And I think it looks fun with this. So I'm doing the exact opposite again, or the exact as I did before, a cube and then a cone. And then I'm going to put on another 3mm, so there's that little section. Then here's one of the 6mm fire polish, and it was, I believe, what did they say it was? Chrysolite. So that's that green with the copper. And then I have some spikes that I'm going to put on, so I'll put another little 3mm, and then I got spikes, and they were in different shapes. So one is more of like a rectangle or a triangle-y, and then this is the typical spike, and it's round. And I only had one of those, So when you have a mix like that, it's kind of fun to see what you can do with them. And I like the different texture. So now I'm done with that section, and I'm going to put in a little 3mm. So if you were knotting, instead of the 3mm, you could do knots, which I had thought about doing, but the next thing I'm going to be making is a knotted bracelet. So this has a big hole, some of the largest holes of it. So I didn't put the 3mm in there. I used the bigger bead next to it. I'm going to move this down there so you can see me keep putting them on. Now I'm going to put the 6mm back, and then we're going to do a baby 3mm, and then these are the cherry flowers, and they're cupped, so they're kind of, can you see, they're kind of cupped, and so I have them going butt to butt, kind of, so that it made it just a little bit longer than if they were inside each other, you know, back to back, so that they fit. So, and then that adds just a little bit of texture to it too. So that's, and they nestle into those 3mm really well. And I'm going to put this on. And then, so I did 2 3mm, 2, and now I'm putting in a 6mm just for a little difference. Just carrying it through. And obviously this is an asymmetrical one. That tends to be what I've been doing a lot. I say lately, but ongoing for years now. So I like the asymmetrical bracelets. I do make symmetrical. Remy, come sit here. Come sit. Come on. Sit. Quit barking. So I do tend to do a lot of the asymmetrical ones. There we go. Put them bottom to bottom. And there. I didn't buy beads in October. I did a no buy October, so I just got my 3 subscription boxes, and I did run down to some findings, so I did put a stainless steel order in for findings. Now I'm at the 3mm, and so if I wasn't on that, I would buy some more of these flowers, but I'm going to try not to buy any beads till the end of the year. I don't need any. Then I'm finishing it with the one of the, number 9, Remy, no, number 7. I got, how many pieces did I get? 7. So I kept one for a dangle. So I'm going to see how long this is. That's why I have the board out today, because I needed to know. There. See? Let me add, okay, so I got that on. Let me add one of these. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Once, there we go. And let me add another 6mm. Okay, so this is an 8-inch one. So let me see. I'm going to take it down. My 7 is over here. You guys won't be able to see it. I'm sorry. I'm just double checking because I don't like mine tight, so a 7-inch bracelet fits me just perfectly, but I don't like it tight like that. So let me see. This is a 7.5. Oh, do I risk it for the, I'm going to take these back off, and I will use an oval jump ring. They're stainless steel. So there we go. just use that. Because I don't think I want to use that. That was originally what started all the idea for this bracelet, and then I'm not going to use it. So I think it's kind of funny. And I need a crimp. There we go. So I'd been having trouble with my crimps, and I thought it was because maybe these weren't good crimps. It actually was my crimping tool, and it's probably one of my very first ones I ever had. And I had worn down the little snaggle tooth on it. I was checking that out earlier. So I'm going to put my crimp on. Oops. And I like using the crimp balls better than the crimp tubes. But you guys use whatever you are into. So I'm going to put that on. Then I am going to put on my jump ring. I'm going to feed it back through my crimp bead and my fire polish. There we go. And now I'm going to pull. It's one reason I put on the, oops, I keep pulling on the wrong side. Let me grab this. One reason I put the jump ring on was because then I can make sure I don't get it too tight, because I want it to move around. Okay. Now, there we go. Okay. Now, I've pulled it tight, but I want it to, we want our bracelets to move well on the, on your wire, whatever you use to string. This is a bead-along, and I think it's 19. So I did want to make sure that I did that. So these are the Zuron, and you can see the snaggle tooth right there. That's what we need to have happen. So we go, you want to make sure, oh, okay. And you want to make sure that your wires aren't crossed. I had already done that. So you squish it that way, and then you turn it to the side. And I am using a very small crimp bead. So I'm using the end of my pliers. There we go. Looks good. Now I'm going to put this away and put that away. And I'm going to get out my better. These are some of my newer flush cuts. And I'm going to come in here and snip that wire. Oh, you know what? These are not one of my newer ones. These are broke, actually. Can you see where they're broke? Can you see? See, the tip broke on it. So that's why those are never, I don't use them very often. But I have recently been getting all my tools that I have used over and over again, and I'm getting them all found and put out. So now I did have a couple extras. I still have quite a bit of these little 3mm. So I'm going to put 2 on for a dangle. Going to bend it over, because I typically, when I make my dangles, I make closed wrapped loops. So I'm going to bring it around. And with sterling, I can just wrap myself, but with stainless steel, I have to use my pliers because my hands aren't strong enough, and I don't have quite as long a piece to pull. Oops, I got my wires all cut up in there. So I like them to be I like neat wraps. Well, I make neat wraps, but That's because I don't do good messy wraps typically. So back to my old ones. Probably should throw those cutters away. Remy, no. No. Quiet. There we go. Okay. Oops, look at that. That's crooked. So I'm going to take in. No one wants a crooked. There we go. So I got it rounded. There we go. And oh, see by doing that, it moved my sticky outie. So when I have a sticky outie like that, I take my things. Do not get your bead caught in there because you will crack it. And then just turn your things around until it's in there. So I'm going to do it again. There we go. And I'm going to turn my bead around so I can see. There we go. Because I do not want to crack my glass bead. And I've still got it. It's just sticking out a little bit. Oh, I just turned my TV on. How funny is that? So my desk is across from my TV. And so when I'm getting stuff set up, I will have it on watching YouTube or something. I was watching Brittany from Turquoise Street. She was using Mookite beads. And so I was watching her. And then when I got ready, oops, there we go. So there's my one dangle. And now I had one of the 6mm ones left. And I'm going to put it on. Oh, goodness gracious. I closed that. Oh, I know what I can do. So, I was going to wrap it here and put it on, but I didn't. So when I wrap this one, I will put it onto this one. And I could just use a jump ring. Maybe that's what I'll do. Maybe I'll just use another one of those. So then it doesn't matter. So I want this to be a little bit bigger because I want it to hang down at a different angle, a different length. Remy, it's all right. Somebody's shooting off fireworks. So there we go. There. Why are we shooting off fireworks? I don't know. Oh, did the World Series just end today? Did Toronto win? Maybe that's why. I don't know. I'll have to go on. Oh, I've got it. Okay, there. Okay, that must be what it is. Toronto must have won, and I messed that whole thing up. So I don't like that. So we will waste that. There we go. I'll grab another one. I try and use my bendy ones that aren't straight for these because I know that, where did my little fire polish go? Where did it go? Did anybody see where it went? Oh no, hold on, let me see. Oh, I found it. I have more of these. I could have used it, but I'm trying. I'm going to put it on top like I did before. So these bendy ones, I know I'm not going to use it clear to there, so it's okay. Oh, there we go. So now they're on. So we're going to try this again. There we go. Let's make this. And this time, instead of looking at my dog telling him he's going to be okay, I'm going to try and pay attention. Okay. Let's see. Here we go, guys. See if I can do it. There we go. And I want to make sure I'm going down my pen. There we go. That's better. I moved so I could see better. It's hard when you're filming to see. I bet you can't see with that under there. So, one thing I like about the dollar bead box is that it is the check glass, and I don't have a lot of that. I mean, I've built up my stash over time, but I still don't have a lot because I typically have always bought that's going to be perfect. I've always bought stone beads and just a little, like Swarovskis or whatever they're called now. Beads. I have those. Remy? No, it's okay, honey. It's just fireworks. So it is helping me build that stash up. So I do like that. But it also, they use unusual colors usually, and it's not colors that I would typically buy. Although, I really like these, what they call chrysolite with copper. So it's a green with the copper in it. And I really like that. And I would have probably never tried that otherwise. So I'm going to go in here and make sure that I'm not on my bead, because I will crack that off. Okay, and come on. There we go. Oh, there, I got it. Okay, now I'll have to see, is it straight? Hey guys, that one turned out good. Okay, so since it's all about the angle, isn't it? Since I messed up and didn't put that on, we'll get another one of these out. So I need to, first off, make sure that this is closed. I'm gonna get this one because I did not. There, and since they're oval, I grab it on one side, and then I'm going to use my other pliers and then grab it at the other side with the bracelet going down so that it doesn't fall off. I'm going to twist. I'm going to put on my bar part of my toggle, maybe. There we go. And then grab as much as I can this way and twist it back. There we go. So I've got that, and it's nice because that gave me the length I need, but it also helps build it in. Now, so let me show you. There we go. But I need to add my dangles. So I'm going to use another one. Let me grab it back here. I'm sorry I have to do that off camera, but old eyes. Okay, so I'm going to twist. Look at those. Those have gone off center. Can you see? They're not flat to each other anymore. I've used them so much. I'm going to put this one on. Put this one on. Oh, good. And then I'm going to, now you could put it on your actual toggle if you wanted, or you can put, I'm going to put it on the loop here. There we go. So I've got it. And I'm going to twist it back. There we go. There it is. And I took off my bracelets so that I could put it on for you. Hold on. Let me grab it. Oh, it slipped it right off. Rims, it's okay, honey. The Blue Jays must have won the World Series. There we go. There it is. No, back yet. No, Remy. Let's see if I can back you down a little bit. There we go. So, Rims, come here. Come sit. There we go. Turned out great. I love it. Love it. It's fun. It's fun. Thanks for joining me. If you're interested, once again, this was from the Dollar Bead Box. It comes in this every month. It's fun to get. So here's, and this is from the October one, like I said. There you go. You guys have a great evening, and I hope your weekend's fun, and I will see you again for another tutorial. I have another bracelet that I'm making with the October Bead Box Bargains. It's a bracelet, so I will be back and making that in the next few days for you. Have a good evening. Bye.